Hey Doug and Janet, this is Chris Doyle at Alderman Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rutland, Vermont, where we're known for awesome deals and fabulous service. Just want to thank you for your request for information on this 2022 Chevrolet Bolt EUV LT. This is in the bright blue metallic. It's going to have the jet black interior, which you're going to see in just a minute. A couple of things that I just want to point out about the vehicle to you. This is brand new. The Bolt's been around since 2017, but as the Bolt EV, this is the EUV. So this is a new version of the Bolt, slightly larger, a little bit more room inside, a little bit bulked out, the best way of putting it, just a little bit more substantial. Overall, more room in the back, rear seat room, more room in the front too. A couple things I want to point out to you that will change in the Bolt. Either way, whether you're looking at an EV or an EUV, there was a redesign of the vehicle for 2022. So a couple of things. Obviously, you see the nice LED lights in the front, a little bit cleaner in the design versus the previous generation Bolt. Still very good ground clearance, which is something you don't necessarily see on all electric vehicles, but that's certainly the case. Great lines, just a really nice looking car. Just classy, mature. They've really done a nice job with the design here. Some things that haven't changed: it is very easy to charge level 1, level 2, or level 3, which is the DC fast charger. There's even something new particular to the EUV regarding charging, which I'm going to point out in just a second. I want to start by showing you the rear seat, because again, quite a bit more room. There's a lot of space for folks here in the rear seat of this vehicle. Lots of leg room. I drove this car around. I'm about average height, so your use may vary, but there's a ton of room back here. Take a look at this. So you've got a perfectly flat floor, of course, because of that powertrain with the EV. But where I'm sitting, boy, there's a lot of room here in the back. This is the first glimpse I want to give you of this new dash. So the entire dash has been redesigned. It's cleaner, it is simpler, it is easier to use. Even the shifter is a little bit different. So let's take a look at what's going on up front. Whether you're familiar with the Bolt or not, they've really done a nice job with the new design here inside. Oh, you know what? Before I get in, let me point out something, because this is new. You now have a power seat in just about all of the Bolt EUVs. The seats themselves have been redesigned. They are much more comfortable, much more supportive than the previous generation inside the vehicle. So let's start here. There's your new shifter, much easier to use. Drive, reverse, park, simple. I put it in drive, one pedal driving, which is the old low feature in the car, just much easier to use. Turn it on, turn it off. It will stay on or off until you decide to change it at a later time. Just much, much, much simpler to use. Even, and I've got the key in my pocket, I love this. You've got the nice little spot here that fits the key perfectly. You got your wireless charger for your phone up here, and of course you've got your charging ports back there for USB as well. Parking brakes too, and you've even got more room underneath for storage because of that new charger. And your cup holders here too. Climate control system, much easier to use. Look, it's nice having a big touch screen, but sometimes if you've got an EV that only has a touch screen, the way cool factor is somewhat mitigated by the fact that it ain't always easy to use. It's nice to have tactile buttons and dials for certain things, because it's easier to adjust, especially as you are driving. There's our automatic climate control. Of course, we've got heated seats and your heated steering wheel. Everything located on one plane there. One location makes it a whole lot easier. Let's take a look at the steering wheel. There's our cruise control here too. Adaptive cruise control, available in a lot of these. Very cool feature to have. There's your adjustment for the collision alert, for the automatic emergency braking, which you're also going to have in these Bolts. It's another thing helping to keep you safe. And again, that big touch screen, audio, AM, FM, satellite radio. We got your Bluetooth for phone and music, and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is either wired or wireless. Your choice, goes both ways. And then if I put this in reverse, we're going to have this pop up with our nice big HD screen in the back. Very, very clear, very easy to use. More safety features that are just cool here too. Right over here, that is our IntelliBeam automatic high beams and low beams, in addition to the automatic headlights you already had. Oh, I can't forget my little regeneration on demand paddle to help break that car, feed even more electricity back into the battery and help extend that range for you as you're going. And then right down here, another little feature I love, that's our lane keep assist. I start drifting over 37 miles an hour into the other lane. It's not a good thing, but I tend to do that every once in a while. The steering wheel will very gently turn you back, keep you back in your lane so that you don't have any issues there too. Let's take a look at the back. The nice thing about the EUV, again, lots of room for people and cargo. Just very, very comfortable, very convenient. You've got your nice little shield to hold things. Now I have this set up here because you have a false floor, which you can either use to, well, use it exactly as it sounds. You can set it up. It did, and it did it one-handed. How easy was that? Or you can open it up because you've got more storage underneath, or just take it out completely. Oh, and one other thing I want to point out. This is a cool feature. If you're familiar, level 1 charging. You've got a level 1 charger right here in the back, and that will plug right into your good old standard household grounded outlet. No problem. But the Bolt EUV also, ta-da, has a level 2 charger for 240 volt right here. It's there already. If you've got a 240 volt outlet, you don't even need to have a charger. You may already have one, but if you don't, or if you're traveling and it's somewhere that doesn't have a hanging on the wall charging box, now you've got this. And this charges a whole lot faster than the level 1. In fact, this charges at almost the same speed as that charging box hanging on the wall. Just another way to be able to charge your car conveniently, whether you are at home or you are driving. Again, really nice feature in these new Bolt EUVs. Let's take a look at that rear. Again, just nice lines. They did a great job in designing. There's really no need for EVs to kind of look weird. I mean, it's nice to have something that's slick and modern, and it definitely is, but also that is pleasing to the eye. Sometimes it's not easy to quantify. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but that's a really nice looking car. And of course, the great thing about these Bolt EUVs, as was the case with the Bolt EV now and in the past, is they are a joy to drive. Tons of torque, instant acceleration. It's quick. It always has been. Quick and silent. And then again, the other thing too, nice black bow ties. I know it's a little thing, but it's just a good looking car. So if you'd like to learn more about this Bolt EUV, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click on the link in the comments below. If you're watching it on Facebook, you can go to the Learn More button, or just come see it in person. We're at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont. That's just off Route 7 South. Hope to see you soon.